Is the new album from Liam Gallagher, Knebworth 22, worth a listen? Let's find out. Hey everybody, it's Nick here with you. Welcome back to the Rock Squad channel and welcome to my rock album review of the brand new live album from Liam Gallagher. It's called Knebworth 22. Before we get to it, guys, if you love to rock out as much as we do here on the Rock Squad channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Make sure to like this video, to appreciate that, and make sure to share this video online with your friends and fellow Liam Gallagher fans. Knebworth 22 is Liam Gallagher's first release since his third studio album came out last year called Come On You Know, and he's actually been releasing a series of live albums, it seems. He had his MTV Unplugged set at Hull City Hall, and then he released Live at the River Thames last year as well. And in June 2022, Liam returned to the site of one of the most famous Oasis gigs ever, Knebworth, back in 1996. Of course, that was one of Oasis' most legendary gigs, and back in 2021, they released the entire show on vinyl, CD, DVD, and Blu-ray. You know, I enjoy listening to live albums. I enjoyed MTV Unplugged. I enjoyed Down at the River Thames. But you know, I think for me in general, the studio versions of these songs, for any band, not just Liam, those are the definitive versions for me and the ones that I always listen to the most. You know, but as far as live albums go, this actually sounds really good. The band on this record sound fantastic. Liam sounds fantastic. You can hear the energy of the crowd, and you can hear the energy of a gig that only, you know, a Gallagher at Knebworth could provide. You know, it never really gets old to hear a crowd chanting, Liam, Liam, Liam. You know, and seeing Liam Gallagher live is really the closest thing we're going to have right now to seeing Oasis live, because when you go see Liam Gallagher, it very much has that Oasis vibe with the big guitars and the big solos, and it makes you feel like you're seeing Oasis again. You know, when you go see Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, it's still fantastic. Noel is awesome. He still plays a lot of Oasis songs as well, but he doesn't have Liam as the voice of those Oasis songs. So, you know, I think that when you go see Liam do a live show, especially like something like this, I think he carries the torch of Oasis very well. The only downside is, because it sounds like Oasis, you end up missing some of those flourishes that Noel used to do back in the day, especially when it comes to his backup vocals. Like when I listen to the version of Some Might Say on this Knebworth 22 album, I really miss the backup vocals that Noel used to do on a track like that. But in a really cool twist, like you know, a song like Slide Away on Knebworth 22, Liam actually kind of does some of Noel Gallagher's backing vocals that he used to do, especially on Slide Away. You know, there's a backup vocal that Noel used to do on that track that Liam does on here, and it sounds fantastic. And like I said, Noel does do a lot of Oasis songs in his live sets, but he focuses more on his solo material. Liam does that as well, but he does play all those Oasis songs that you really want to hear. He does Rock and Roll Star, he does Slide Away, which sounds awesome, Cigarettes and Alcohol, Some Might Say, Wonderwall, Champagne Supernova, Supersonic, and the list goes on. And some really awesome deep cuts as well from the Oasis catalog. I love the addition of Roll It Over from Standing on the Shoulder of Giants. That's a great track, great Oasis track, and not really the kind of Oasis song that you would expect to hear in a live setting, but it sounds awesome. And what's also really cool is that Liam Gallagher's solo stuff really holds up well alongside the Oasis classics. He does pick a lot of his really great solo tracks and mixes them in with those Oasis classics, which leads to a great set list. So you had Wall of Glass, you had Shockwave, Everything's Electric, and The River. All the Liam Gallagher solo tracks on here sound great as well. Now, of course, Liam Gallagher is one of the best singers and the best frontman of all time, and he sounds amazing in the studio, but when it comes to his live sound and his live voice, going all the way back to the Oasis days, it can sometimes be hit and miss. And for the most part on Knebworth 22, he sounds fantastic. Like I was saying, he can be hit and miss sometimes with his voice. Sometimes he has a hard time hitting those high notes, and you can hear that on some of these tracks, but for the most part, he sounds really great, and he's able to pull off all the Oasis classics and all the solo stuff. He's had his ups and downs over the years, but it's great to hear him in top form and with a great band behind him as well. The band is really great on Knebworth 22, and they do a good job. They're not Oasis, but they do a good job. And I really love the addition of backup singers on here as well. Both Liam and Noel have used backup singers in their live sets for the last little while, and I think it adds to the overall sound of the record, especially for Liam. You don't have Noel doing all those backup vocals, so you need some people up there to do a lot of those harmonies and backup vocals. They sound fantastic, and they make the set sound even more lush than it already is. You know, when I was listening to this record, you know, I was thinking it's not Oasis, but it's pretty darn close, and you know, since Oasis isn't getting back together anytime soon, we're gonna have to take it. Overall, Knebworth 22 is another fantastic live album to add to Liam's discography. Yeah, none of these live versions are gonna replace the studio versions for me. Like when I'm gonna listen to a Liam Gallagher album, I'm probably gonna listen to the studio versions, but it's nice to have another great album in Liam's discography. I like that he's been releasing a lot of live albums in between his studio albums. Just give us, you know, Oasis fans and Liam Gallagher fans more to enjoy, and I think this this is a great live release. It makes me want to go see Liam live again. I saw Noel back a month or two ago. It was absolutely fantastic. The last time I saw Liam, he kind of went off stage before the show ended, so I'm hoping you book some Canadian dates soon. Liam, if you're listening, book some Canadian dates soon. Come back to Canada so we can enjoy your live show. But until then, we'll enjoy Knebworth 22. I think this is a solid release from Liam Gallagher, and I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And that is it, guys. That is my review of the new live album from Liam Gallagher, Knebworth 22. Does it live up to that classic Oasis gig from 1996? Maybe not as legendary as that gig, but no gigs are as legendary as Knebworth back in 1996. I wasn't there, but I sure wish I was. But this is a good follow-up. It's good to see that Liam returned to the scene of the crime per se, and did an awesome show. So I really liked it. Let me know what you thought of the new live album from Liam Gallagher, Knebworth 22, in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to us here on the Raw Squad channel. Make sure to like this video. We'd appreciate that. And make sure to share this video online with your friends and fellow Liam Gallagher fans. You can follow us on social media on Instagram and TikTok at Rock Squad Pod. And if you love rock music, you love Oasis, Foo Fighters, Smashing Pumpkins, Weezer, that kind of thing, you can check out my band as well. We're at foolsunion.com. But I'll see you guys again for another rock album review here on the Rock Squad channel. Until then, rock on, everybody.